2 years ago, I lost my house to the bank. Mortgage payments weren't coming through. My parents couldn't figure out an agreement on how to organize stuff. We couldn't get agreements with these outside loan people. It was a mess. It was very stressful. And I remember thinking at the time that I was so stressed out. I was very scared. I didn't know what we were gonna do. But one thing on my mind at the time was thinking, wherever I go, I'm gonna try and make the best of it. Please excuse if I just dumb anything down. I recorded like 9.5 minutes of this video and then the file got corrupted, so I'm having to redo all of it and I'm just gonna talk over my same points. 3 or 4 months before we lost that house, I was getting into streaming. I was really looking into just trying to do that full time. And I remember what my setup was. I was streaming off my Xbox, and not only did I have really bad Wi-Fi, so I couldn't even stream in the first place. I had like 10 gigabyte upload, 10 gigabyte download, 1 gigabyte upload. It was really bad. And I didn't have an Ethernet cable, so my internet was even worse. I lived on the like if my house is a giant box, my internet's here and my router's here on a three-dimensional plane. It's literally the furthest point away from the router. I remember I had to use a hotspot on my phone to be able to stream, and I only had like maybe 20 gigs on my phone for a hotspot. So I had maybe out of a total month, I could stream maybe 10 or 15 hours for a month. 10, 15 hours for a month. And I remember thinking, there's like, this sucks. Let me figure something out. We're looking for homes to rent, and my mom shows me this one place. And I wasn't really interested in anything about the property other than the fact that this home is in an AT&T fiber network. They have fiber up here. And I talked with my mom. I said, "Hey, whatever home we live in doesn't really affect a lot of us. It's all going to be in the similar area, but this specific home has AT&T fiber, and I'm willing to shell an extra couple hundred a month. I think just extra couple, like an extra hundred a month to be able to make that payment, make that a reality." I remember thinking to myself, I'm able, if I'm able to make this work and live in this house and have this internet, I can start getting my stream going. I could stream more than 10 hours a month. Finally, we move in here. I remember my first night was pretty depressing. I mean, of course, I got kicked out of my fucking house. It was pretty depressing. I was high as shit. I had a bucket of KFC. It was a Tuesday, so I had a $10 and an $8, a $10 8 bucket. That's what it is. That's the deal for Tuesdays. I had a bucket of chicken. I got really high. I just ate. I ate a bunch of chicken and then I threw it all up in my backyard because I ate too much. But since that day, I was thinking, this situation is so shit. I'm 18. I'm getting kicked out of my home. I'm being forced to move into a new home, and I have to figure shit out by myself. This sucks. Not by myself, but you know what I'm saying? I had to figure it out. But while I was thinking that, I said to myself, but I'm in a good potential position. I'm in a position to where I can potentially make some really good moves. Those moves were investing more time into my streaming. Those moves were looking for new job opportunities. Since I've moved here, I've been able to build a sizable amount of people. I have a little niche community of people who enjoy my videos. And frankly, that's more than enough. Let's just keep it a buck. That's more than enough. But I have so many people who enjoy the videos I make and enjoy the streams I do. They enjoy what I make. And the only way I've been able to do that was because I moved here, you know. Life threw a curveball at me and forced me out of my home, and I made the best out of it, you know. And that's really what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about like not necessarily rolling with the punches, but taking life's curveballs and looking at them not as woe is me, you know, but as okay, sure, sure. How do I put myself in the best position possible? And it may not be readily apparent because to me it wasn't either. When I first moved here for the first like couple months, it just sucked. My work was 30 minutes away. I didn't really like enjoy being here. Again, the skies, when I moved here, the skies were all gray. Only thing around me is fast food. I felt like I was in poor people world, you know. I felt it was a depressing environment to be in. But over time, I was able to invest a lot more time in my streaming and build that up. I've been able to secure, I talk about this every fucking video. I've been able to secure a new job that pays me really well. I've been able to make a lot more improvements in my life because instead of taking these bad experiences and these bad things that happen to me and just sitting in that and being, oh, woe is me, my life fucking sucks, you know, as much as it does to a degree, you know, as much as it may suck to be ripped out of your childhood home because your parents can't fucking agree on anything, it sucks. But I've been able to build so much more off of that by just being a forward thinking person, thinking, how can I put myself in a really good position? How do I make my life better? Well, if we're going to move, let's move to a place with better internet so I can stream more often, stream longer, have better stream quality, be able to make better content, be able to make better videos, be able to, you know what I'm saying? Move to a place where I'm able to look for different job opportunities. Now, that wasn't that wasn't readily apparent either. But over time, as this area has developed, there's been more people coming in, more businesses coming in, and thankfully, I've been able to find one that I'm able to work for and get really good results out of. You know, it's all about it's all about just taking the shit that life throws at you and and not throwing it right back, but saying you're gonna throw shit at me. I'm gonna what's the term is make lemonade out of lemon. When life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. You know, life will throw so many curveballs at you, and you just have to make the best out of them. And it sucks to do that sometimes. It's really hard to do that sometimes, but you don't gain anything by wallowing in your own self-pity. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to rescue you. You have to just you have to tank the hit and just move forward, you know. What I'm trying to say here is that when life throws curveballs at you, or in my case, a fucking curve meteor of me losing my house, you have to you have to think, how do I put myself in the best possible potential position? Not saying, how do I put myself in the best spot? Because especially in a big traumatic, life altering event like that, you can't immediately get a good result. You know, you have to just deal with the bullshit for a minute, deal with the fact that your life sucks. But then you have to think, okay, in what position, like, where can I put myself to where I can potentially have success, the most success? If I'm if I'm forced out of my home, where can I go to best build myself back up? I talked longer in this one than I did the first one. God damn it. Thank you.